Welcome to Compai's Expat channel. I'm Compai. I am Susua's voice of reason. The Caribbean, everybody thinks of beaches. Is every beach swimmable on the north coast of the Dominican Republic? If you decide to come check out these beaches on the north coast of the Dominican Republic, have a look at my property to rent during your vacation.
There's a lot of places to rent in Susua. If you're looking for peaceful, affordable, and tranquil, look at Casa De Compai, Susua's hidden gem. When you're ready to reserve at Casa De Compai, my contact information is in the description down below.
Guys, thank you for watching my commercial. That's my business, Casa De Compai. If you're interested in booking a vacation with me, my contact information will be in the description down below. One of the reasons I moved to the Caribbean was the beach. And before I moved here, I imagined that I'd be in the ocean 4 or 5 times a week. Guys, I'm here to tell you, if I go in the ocean 2-3 times a year now, it's a lot. I go to the beach all the time. I have a drink, I smoke a cigar, but I just don't go swimming. But a lot of people, that's their reason for coming down here. What's important is you gotta know what beaches are swimmable and what beaches are not. That's something a real estate agent really won't tell you. All these islands, they're all obviously lifted up out of the ocean. There's a lot of old rock off of these beaches. You have to take in consideration how much sand is on that beach. Once you start getting into that water, are you swimming over rock? Are you swimming over sand? Because you don't want to be in the surf with rocks. I know people that got caught in surf against some of these rocks and have drowned. Personal friends of mine that are deceased because of exactly that reason. So how do you figure that out? I would get somebody to fly a drone over. Fly a drone. You'll be able to see exactly what is in the ocean. Because the ocean's so clear, you can see pretty far down. And you want to have a spot that has full sand up until you want to actually dive in the water and go swimming. That's what makes Playa Susua so marketable. It has spots where you can just go straight into the ocean, 100% sand. The other reason that makes Playa Susua so marketable, it's actually a bay because of the way the reef system blocks the open ocean, so it creates that calmness. Playa Caliton is my personal favorite beach that I go to, and it's great for swimming because it's all sand, and it just makes for a great day out. I'll give you an example. Encuentro doesn't have swimmable beaches. It's a great surf beach. Why? Because of all the rocks and the breaks there, because of the way the water hits that rock shelf and creates good waves. That's what happens. It's all about that surf and how it breaks. The other good place to swim is Cabarete when it's calm. So you want to look at, is it an actual swimmable beach with sand and not rock? But you also want to make sure the currents, is it on a point where the currents rip through there? That's another reason Playa Susua is such a good beach, because that reef system knocks down the heavy currents. You go swimming in Cabarete, that current will move you down the beach quickly. It gets really strong current in Cabarete. People have drowned in Cabarete. Unfortunately, it happens more than I like to admit. And that's all up and down the north coast of the Dominican Republic. We're not on the Caribbean. This is the Atlantic, and the Atlantic is much rougher than the Caribbean. We get much bigger swells. We have stronger currents. That's what makes the north. So how does that affect when you're looking to buy property? You want to make sure you can use that property the way you intended to use it, because we all have that dream of coming down here, getting out of the States. Make sure you ask your real estate agent, is that a swimmable beach? Have you ever been swimming there? Do you know anybody who's been swimming there? Ask questions. If you see kite surfers, you know it's not a really good swimmable beach because it's a kite beach. And there's one thing you want to do down here. You want to respect where the kite surfers are. You want to give them that space to go kite surfing. If they're surfing, stay out of the water where the surfers are. It's kind of like an unwritten rule. You know, if that's what the activity is there, respect that activity. You don't want to get into a confrontation or you don't want to get hit with a surfboard or run over by a kite surfer. You just don't want to put yourself in that situation. I appreciate you watching my channel. Subscribe, hit the like button, and keep leaving those awesome comments. And remember, keep personal private and private personal. Peace out.